trouble.
Now, I'm looking at you. You're such a calm guy. Now, if nobody knows what you've done, let's do a few movies. We did Army of Darkness, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the House of 1,000 Corpses?
House of 1,000 Corpses.
Now, is that your big one that you did that you love the most?
I love them all.
Okay.
What first got me into it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Okay.
That was way back in 1986.
That's not that far along ago. You're making me feel old.
I guess the next big bump was the Tom Savini remake of Night of the Living Dead. Produced and written by George Romero. And then I guess it was Rob Zombie's House of 1,000 Corpses.
Which was a Universal picture, right?
It was.
Yeah, it was Universal, I remember.
Originally Universal, yes. Yeah. And then they saw a screening of House of 1,000 Corpses, and they got the vapors. So they considered it too violent for Universal, which was kind of ironic since Universal was based on Frankenstein, Dracula,
it's a horror movies.
The Wolfman, and the Mummy.
That's their whole franchise for years when it all started. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit, Bill. Everybody knows you're an actor for doing these horrific monsters and murderers. How did it all start? How did Bill get into acting? What happened?
Well, I was a kid growing up outside of Chicago, and on Friday nights or maybe Saturday nights in Chicago, like a lot of local TV stations throughout the country had a horror hour hosted by a local horror host.
It seems like every city had that, huh?
Every city seemed to have it. Yeah. And we had Shock Theater.
Okay.
And so I would stay up late and risk the wrath of my parents just to, creep into the library at midnight and watch Shock Theater. And so I was always a horror fan. My parents were very straight Republican characters, but
and you're still
they
that
loved
today.
Halloween.
And you're still that today.
They loved Halloween. So in Halloween, my dad became a monster fan.
Yeah.
And my mom was always into it. So that was so I knew that there was love there. There was love in those monsters. And I just was always a monster fan. So the fact that I've been able to make a living out of it has just been a boyhood dream come true.
It is. Wow. So how did the first gig land on your feet? How did this come to you?
I actually made a short film. It's like 5 minutes long called The Texas Chainsaw Manicure.
Okay. Is this online?
No, it's still in my closet.
Can we get it? If I'm talking about it, is there a way we can get it on your website?
I just haven't released it because I never did back, and I made it a long, long time ago. And in fact, I think I made it in 1984 or 5.
Okay. All right.
And I never did get clearance. I used some music in it.
I got you. Okay.
So I never got clearance. I was always afraid of being busted by the music police.
Okay.
So I never really made it available to the public. Although I'm sure it would probably cost me about $15.
Yeah.
Because it was Kinky Friedman was one of the, it was, Clifton Chenier. Can't even remember what the other. So it wasn't like, Beatles and Rolling Stones. But anyway, so I wrote and produced Texas Chainsaw Manicure. Mm-hmm. And I also gave myself a cameo as the hitchhiker character from the original Chainsaw. A friend of mine saw the Manicure, and he happened to be a screenwriter in Los Angeles and happened at the time to have an office right across the hall at Paramount Pictures from Tobe Hooper.
Okay.
So he said, give me this VHS tape back then, and I'll walk it into Tobe. And he did. He also gave me Toby's number. I called Toby, a week or two later, and I told him I was the one that did the Manicure. He said he loved it. He said, who did the hitchhiker character? And I said, that was me. He said, well, if I ever do a sequel, I'll keep you in mind.
Wow.
And a couple of years later, in 1986, I got a call that I was hired to play Chop Top in Texas Chainsaw 2.
So you got your SAG card?
I got my SAG card.
And the history just... Yeah. All right, everybody's following me along right now. Bill, I want you to give them out your social media handle so everybody can start following you and see a little more of what you're up to. Do you have your social media account?
Social media, it's pretty much all at Chop Top Moseley.
Wow. Okay, at Chop Top Moseley. Okay.
Moseley. So it's all one word. It's that's Facebook, I guess. That's Instagram and
everything.
Twitter.
Okay. All right. And we'll make sure when we finish this article, if you guys looked over to the right, all you got to do is click on the little icon that's on the webpage of the show, and you follow them. Okay. Breakdown. on this table, you've got so many different characters you play. Can you give me a break?
We have Otis Driftwood from House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects.
You look so different.
Soon to come out in Three from Hell.
Okay.
Which is Rob Zombie's latest installment of the Driftwood Firefly saga.
Does Rob Zombie love you?
Rob Zombie,
it seems like it.
Really, we get along when it comes time to say action. He can rely on me.
Okay, I was just curious about that.
Whether he loves me or not is a Rob Zombie. That's his Rob Zombie question.
That's great.
I'm not gonna put emotion in his heart.
And then what else we got? What else?
But Three from Hell is the latest installment. Wow. That's the long-awaited sequel to Devil's Rejects, and that'll come out in early 2019. Then we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the character Chop Top, directed by Tobe Hooper, which was fantastic. We have Army of Darkness. I play the new captain of the Army of the Dead, and that was directed by Sam Raimi.
Wow.
That's basically Evil Dead 3. We have Repo, the genetic opera, and that was directed by Darren Bousman. And
you're a busy man.
Yeah, that was my singing.
Come on up. I know the fans are all here.
That was my singing debut.
All right, so the movies. You're also in a band. You do music.
I do actually. What we have here on the table, and we're kind of going by what's on this table of merch at the Santa Rosa Toy and Comic Convention here.
He knows better than me. Look at that.
And the first stack of CDs is called Bill and Phil.
Okay.
And Bill and Phil is my project with Phil Anselmo, former lead singer of Pantera.
Wow.
And Phil and I did I guess it's called an EP, so it's maybe 6 songs. It's on CD, and it's also on vinyl.
Okay, so we can download this from iTunes?
And it's called, yes, you can, actually.
Okay, all right.
And I think it's probably available at Housecore Records and iTunes or whatever else.
So do you want us to put that on the site? I'll have the producers put it on the site so they can download it during the interview?
Yeah, I guess
and
so.
Purchase it?
Bill and Phil, Songs of Darkness and Despair.
And so final thing, what's your next project you've got working on? We want to push this. What's the big one that's coming out right now?
Well, the big one, of course, is Three from Hell. We already finished shooting it, but Three from Hell is, again... 14 years in the making. It's the sequel to Devil's Rejects. A lot of people are wondering, how is it possible that we could even be in the Three from Hell? Because it looked like at the end of Devil's Rejects we were taking a lot of rifle rounds from the Ruggville Sheriff's Department. So the question is, Three from Hell. I wonder what possibly could have happened. So a lot of people would be very curious about that. I can't talk about it at all because I fear the wrath of Mr. Zombie, and I think I've even signed an NDA.
It's totally fine. It's like Star Wars.
I know. Very, very cool. I can't say a darn thing about it.
Halloween, you appear in any place? You do anything special for Halloween? Are you doing any?
This is actually the second week of 8 consecutive weekends at different conventions.
Yeah, you're busy at those, huh?
So I do a lot of those, and this is that time of year. I think next week I'm going to be in Hunt Valley, Maryland for Monster Mania.
My God.
As they say, dog will hunt.
Once again, your website.
ChopTopsBBQ.com.
You're awesome. Bill, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love this.
We're back. That was the world-famous Bill right there. I liked him. He was a good guy. And it's kind of...
What made him a good guy? How do you know he's a good guy? Did you go home with him?
Because while we were talking off mic and stuff, he told me about how it was working with Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie is in love with him. Loves using him in all his movies. And I said, do you feel like you're typed? Well, you heard it. Do you feel typecast? He goes, no, but I'm working. And he goes, sometimes I pull off. I'm going to have pictures of all different costumes again. Never looks the same, and he looks scary as hell. All right. Halloween candy. I know you're going to eat some this year, AMZ.
Wait, what's yours? What do you love?
Well, now it's...
I can't eat candy anymore.
The best candy...
You say I'm too fat.
The best candy in the world is candy corn for Halloween.
You love candy corn. I actually thought you were crazy, but then somebody I work with put out a whole bowl of candy corn in front of high school kids. And it just went blah, blah, blah. They were even starving, but it's like, isn't Reese's Pieces so much better?
All right, listen to this. The Halloween candy calzone has...
Calzone?
Yeah.
What's that?
I'll explain it to you. Glasgow, Scotland, pizzeria is serving a deep-fried Mars bar calzone in honor of Halloween. Can you believe this?
What?
It's a pizza. And they
Pizza?
Yeah, they put a Mars bar inside there. A Mars bar is placed inside the calzone before deep fried and then topped with almonds, caramel, caramel and chocolate ice cream, the Mars bar calzone, has...
Yes.
How many calories do you think it is?
Oh, it's definitely 3,000.
2,000 calories.
I'm not
2,000. That's not bad.
But hey, I just want to say, like, if they put some Nutella hazelnut chocolate in a pizza, it's like a crepe, right? Then.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, did you just say I was right?
Yeah, you're right about something.
That is a treat for me.
All right, let's get back to the movies things because I'm helping out people, okay?
Who are you helping out now?
Just individuals who want to sit around and watch some movies and stuff for Halloween. Okay, so let's get back to Scary Movie Survey, all right? This is a Redbox, and if you ever go to those stores and get Redbox, they've asked 1,200 people to name their scariest movies. And what they've gotten for the scariest movies, and this is more my tip, all right?
Yes.
The Exorcist. And I know you'll never watch that with me. The Silence of the Lambs, The Ring, Saw.
Exorcist, The Ring, Saw.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah. No. Silence of the Lambs.
And then one of my favorite movies. What do you think it is? The fifth
Halloween.
one. No. Scarier than that.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead.
No.
Scarier than
Play
that.
a sound effect for her. Yep.
Here's Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh, yes.
The Shining. Now, the favorite family-friendly Halloween movies is, we said it earlier, Hocus Pocus, It's Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Beetlejuice, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Hotel Transylvania. So that's all we got for that. And then I was going to ask you, what are you dressing up for Halloween?
I believe Princess Leia.
Well, that's really, really scary.
It is scary. Well, it's a theme. The theme is basically I'm dressing up with Boba Fett.
Yes, Boba Fett. I'm Han Solo Carbonite. This costume is epic this year. It is so cool.
And BB-8 will be floating around us as well. And then I guess we're just going to have an extra with us as well, too, since that person's undecided.
This year, the top 10 male Halloween costumes. Number 10, again, Kylo Ren. Number 9, Captain Jack Sparrow. Number 8, Iron Man, Spider-Man, all tied right there. 7, Wolverine. 6, Luke Skywalker, Star Wars, 5, Baby Driver. 4, Batman. 3,
Baby Driver.
Yeah, I don't know. Star-Lord. 2, Stormtrooper, Star Wars Last Jedi. And number 1 is tied, a 3-way tie. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Pennywise, the clown from It. And
that I see. It's overdone now.
Yeah, I think so too.
Overdone.
And a lot of video games, they say. There's a list. Number 1, there's a lot of video games in there.
A lot of video games.
All these video gamers are doing video game.
Oh, you mean like Mario?
No. Like Fortnite. It says Fortnite.
Oh yeah, Fortnite. No, there was a lot of Fortnite. And to be honest, like what's that store? There's a new clothing store from China that is in a lot of the major malls, and they're putting a lot of gaming T-shirts and stuff. So watch out, Esports Arena.
I went in there to go look at them, and all the T-shirts for gaming are extra large and above. They're like extra. No, I'm not kidding you. They're just preparing those gamers to be a little more heavier set or something. I don't know. Top 10 female Halloween movie costumes. 10, Valkyrie, Thor, Ragnarok, Gamora. 8, Hela, Thor, Lorraine, Atomic Blonde, Rey, Star Wars Last Jedi, Annabelle, Princess Leia.
Annabelle?
I don't know.
Then why would you say it?
Just says Annabelle. Annabelle Creation, because that's what it says in the list.
You didn't research?
No, I think Annabelle's
inform you?
Actually, I believe Annabelle's a horror flick.
Wait. Is Annabelle like that doll?
Yes.
That's in real life?
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, people. Real life shit scares me. I don't like that stuff. Keep it away. It's like a mouse in the house. No way.
Princess Leia, number 3. 2, Belle, Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why Belle's back again. Yeah. Number 1, Wonder Woman from the Justice League.
Of course.
Top 10 Halloween movie costumes. This is for the group. You ready for this? Group Halloween. Number 10, Power Rangers. Number 9, Get Out. 8, Baby Driver. 7, Wonder Woman. So Wonder Woman. 6, Beauty and the Beast. Thor Ragnarok. E.T. No, sorry. It. I said E.T. 3,
that would be a trip.
Yeah. Justice League. 2, Star Wars. 1, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. So we've got all that stuff there.
And one's Guardians of the Galaxy. But which one? There's so many.
Guardians of the Galaxy, a group. So one person be Star-Lord, one be Galore, and the little kids would be Groot.
Sorry, I'm being slow here.
You know, one person be Groot, and the other person would be this and that, and all that good stuff.
Got it.
So, just to help you. We're just trying to help you out a little bit for Halloween there. And,